Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Mike Galetta, aka Hammonton Mike, taking you through these next couple minutes on today's sports and basically my opinion on what's going on. First, we're going to start off in the NBA. For all the LeBron people out there, which last night, after the game, I had happened to turn on Sports Center, and it basically was LeBron Center. I understand that LeBron going back to Cleveland is a big story, and that he is going to the finals for the 5th straight time, and he's taking a Cleveland team with any kind of dreck on the team. But I want you to look back a little bit, and for a lot of people that say that he's the greatest player of all time, don't get me wrong, LeBron, great player, best player in the game right now without a doubt, hands down best player in the game, not even a question. But I gotta say, for people to say that he's the greatest of all time really kind of bothers me, because what's that based off of? Is it based off of rings? Is it based off of stats? First of all, he's more than maybe halfway into his career, maybe a little bit more. But let him finish out his career before we start making the grand number one and this and that. You look at people in the past. Bill Russell, 11 rings. Is he best of all time? Nobody ever says that. How about Wilt Chamberlain? 2 rings in Philadelphia when there was a different era of basketball. Great player. Obviously, Michael Jordan, 6 rings. Changed the game of basketball. Very solid player. Up there at number 1 or number 2 or even a top 3. Kobe Bryant can shoot anywhere on the floor. Great defender. Up there as well, 5 rings. What does it come down to? Bird, McHale, Elgin Baylor. There's so many people in the NBA right now that you can compare to. It's not fair to LeBron. He could win 3 or 4 more rings. He may only win 1 ring. He might not win any rings. Who knows? People are talking about this year like he's going to win his 3rd ring. But you know what? After tonight, I think the Warriors close this series out with Houston. And he's going to get a lot of what he can handle with Curry. I mean, the Warriors are a very good perimeter shooting team. And, if he can beat the Warriors with that kind of, play that they have, speed up play, shoot from the perimeter, and good defense, then that's a definite accomplishment with the team he has with, Kyrie Irving being hurt and Kevin Love. And you got all these guys that are hurt and he's actually carrying them. That would be, to me, an accomplishment. So let's just hold serve on LeBron and see what he's doing. And to be honest with you, not to make excuses for him, but I will. In the East, let me ask you out there, people, and you can comment in, let me know about this. Who in the East was going to beat Cleveland this year? Okay? I'll wait. Thank you. There's nobody out there that could beat Cleveland this year. The Atlanta Hawks, so-so team, but you saw exactly in that series when they can't get the rhythm of shooting what's happens to them. They fell apart. Milwaukee Bucks, the Brooklyn Nets. Come on. There's no need to go through the whole East because the East is a very weak division. Hey, hats off to LeBron. He got his hometown team to the championship. Great for him. I just don't think it's in the cards for him to win it this year with no supporting cast. He did it with Miami. And remember, folks, in Game 6 of that Miami series, the 2nd ring that he won, he was one rebound away from losing that series. Not for Ray Allen taking that shot to take that game to overtime against the Spurs. They may not win that series. But it's neither here nor there. He does have 2 rings. Leave it at that. Like I said, let's just leave it alone with LeBron thing. All you LeBron ass kissers out there, and yes, I said it, ass kissers, stop with the number 1 ranking. Stop with the best player of all time. Go with it for now. Let's see what he does in the rest of his career, and let's just ride the wave out. Well, you guys can ride the wave. I ain't riding crap with him. Anyway, let's go to the NHL. Tampa Bay last night lost to the Rangers, sending Game 7 back to New York. I think Tampa Bay's in a lot of trouble here. They should definitely close that game out last night. If any chance they had, if you got somebody down, you got a team down, you got to put your foot on their neck and take them out. They didn't do that. They played sloppy in the 3rd period. They let New York get back in the game. And now some amazing stats on Henrik Lundqvist going back to New York. In Game 7 eliminations, right now he is 3 for 3 with a 1.0 goals against average and 6 with a .969 save percentage. Okay, in his career in elimination games, Henrik Lundqvist is out of 11 games he's 9-2 with a 1.35 goals against average. Doesn't bode well good for Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is a faster team. I had predicted Tampa Bay to win this series. I'm not going to change, and I'm not going to go to the Rangers. I think Tampa Bay is in a lot of trouble, but I think Tampa Bay is a skilled enough team, and Ben Bishop will bounce back from this game, that Tampa Bay can take the mighty Rangers out in New York in Game 7. I think it's going to be a hell of a game, if not overtime, but I'm not going to hedge for my first prediction. I'm going to stay with the Lightning to win the series. Anaheim, I think Anaheim closes out their series tonight with Chicago. Chicago's put up a fight, but it just seems like every time Chicago's tried to punch Anaheim back in the mouth, Anaheim comes back and punches them harder. This is a fast team. They have Getzlaf back this year. Didn't have him last year as a captain. Playing a lot better, hitting anything that moves. Scoring. Kessler was a great pickup for them in the offseason. He's playing very, very well. And even Frederick Anderson's been playing well in net. I do think Anaheim closes out Chicago tonight. I'm going to see Anaheim and Tampa in the Stanley Cup Finals, which will be, I think, a good matchup for both teams. Very, very fast speed. Maybe not too big of markets in Tampa Bay and Anaheim, but all the same, I think it'll be a very good game. In some other notes, real quick, FIFA, very nice. $150 million in bribes, very nice. For anybody who, even cared about soccer anymore, that doesn't even matter anymore. I can't believe $150 million in bribes. Yeah, I don't even want to get into that. That's just atrocious. For the Philadelphia area around here, Ruben Morrow Jr. put his foot in his mouth the other day saying that basically the fans know nothing. Well, to Ruben, I say this. The fans might not know what you're talking about in the way of the process, but obviously the way the team's been going for the last 3 years, neither do you, and you need to be fired. But that's okay. I'm not the GM. Got some great specials coming up for you. Jim Santora is going to be here tomorrow in studio, in-house. We're going to put out a Major League Baseball special. I know we haven't done a lot of baseball this year. We're going to start getting into that as the summer season is here now. He's going to be here. We're going to break down some teams, break down some predictions, just go over some stuff in the Major Leagues. Hope you like that. And Steve the Chief Pfeiffer will be back on set on Friday with me. We're going to put that on over the weekend. We'll have that on for you. We're going to start breaking down the NFL schedules team by team. We're going to start with the NFC East, and we'll have all that for you, the order, and probably going to go to the NFC first and then the AFC, so it'll all be labeled for you. It'll all be set for you. Great shows coming up. Okay, that's all the time we have for the Sports Box today. And just remember one thing, marriage is the main cause of divorce. Take care. Remember, the only opinion that matters is right here. Subscribe to that button because you know you want to. Take care. Have a good one.